I bury myself in my players, and I just finished telling them how proud I am of what they did. They dug themselves out of a hole. They learned how to be a team. They did a lot of very positive things. I know we all get judged on, how it ends up, but there's so much that goes on between start and the finale that sometimes you forget about it because you get caught up in the result. But this ball club, they have a great future. The young kids who came down the pike here, it's something different for the Yankees, and there's no question that the quality, not only the ability, but the quality of the people is very impressive.
Somewhere behind the post is Bob Clappish.
Joe, you just mentioned the future of these kids, and it's not a particularly easy question to ask, but would you like to be part of their future? Do you want to come back, and do you have any sense what's next for you?
Oh, no, I'm not going there. This has been a great 12 years. Whatever the hell happens from here on out, I'll look back on these 12 years with, great pleasure based on the fact that, I'm a kid who had never been to the World Series other than watching my brother play in the 50s and paying for tickets otherwise, and to have been in 6 World Series and going to postseason. I can tell you one thing, it never gets old. It never gets old. It's exciting. And the 12 years just felt like they were 10 minutes long, to be honest with you.
Who else? Ken?
Joe, when you spoke with Varys in the 8th, and then when you lifted him from around, and there was a segment of the crowd shouting your name, and then when you went back to the dugout, obviously you couldn't acknowledge it at that point. But
I was hoping I was going to be able to go out there a couple more times, but not for that, just to keep the game going longer. You certainly can't ignore it. These fans are certainly very special. You can feel their heartbeat, not hear it. You can feel their heartbeat. I remember, I think it was the San Diego Padres, and they came in here in '98, and they looked up and they said, "Wow, these people are right on top of you," which I thought was a good clue for us. But these fans are special. They're very knowledgeable, and they know their stuff, and they never quit on you. They let you know when they don't like what they see, but that's certainly within their rights.
Tom?
Joe, when you look back on the first 5 years and the last 7 years, from a baseball point of view, is there anything about the first 5 years that made those teams play so well in October, and the last 7, and any component of the team, style of offense, anything?
There's a lot of luck in short series. If we go back to '96 and we lose the first game decidedly to Texas, and we come out here in the second game, and if it doesn't start raining, who knows what happens in that game. We wind up getting the ball thrown away. It slipped out of somebody's hand, and Dean Palmer, I think it was, and then we got ourselves on a roll. Momentum is so important, and I know we went through that streak of winning, consecutive games and World Series and stuff, and it's a great accomplishment, yes, but as a manager, you never want to lose, the trump card. You never want to lose the momentum, and I just feel it's necessary. I remember in '04, which was a horrible memory, but going into the 8th inning of Game 4, even though we were, up 3-0, knowing I wanted to win right now, because you just don't want to let that get away from you. And we brought Mo in the 8th, and, it just wasn't to be, as it turned out.
Peter?
Joe, in those first 2 innings, you had, I think, 5 guys on base and only got 1 run out of it. You kind of looking back, do you think you could have got more out of there, and that might have put you in a hole maybe?
Yeah, we kept fighting at him. We kept going at him. We just, I think if you look back, aside from the home runs we hit, as I said, yesterday was a good game for us because we did it with everything but. we just haven't been able to get the one hit that seemed to get us over the hump. Derek got a base hit with 2 out, but we just haven't been able to manufacture like we did most of the year. But again, you have to understand, when you get to postseason, things happen like Johnny Damon making that play on Blake. You got the best players, you got the best teams, and when you think of squandered opportunity, it's based on the fact that the other team's pretty good.